Hello, I'm Troy Parker, president of Innovative Labor and Cleaning, and this is another Mental Health Monday. Today I want to talk to you about the law of cause and effect. We hear a lot of talk about this, but many times I see people mentioning the cause. They'll use an example: I got fired from my job and I went home, got into it with my spouse, they called the police, and then I got locked up. In their mind, the cause of all this is because they got let go from their job. Now, let me share a little personal story with you. As a child, I was, let's say, disruptive, to be nice. I wouldn't sit still in school. I would disrupt other kids. I was a kid in the back of the classroom shooting spitballs through pens. And so I had to go through several years of behavioral modification classes. But in behavior modification classes, no matter how many I went through, it never really changed the behavior. I was still disruptive. I was still, causing, problems in class. And it wasn't until I became an adult that I found out that looking at the behavior and trying to modify that without first looking at the mind is gonna lead to failure 99% of the time. Because the behaviors that I would demonstrate as a child, and even today, the behaviors I demonstrate as an adult, come from my thinking. And I've talked about this in other videos where we talk about how basically the program that we have basically let be created all through our life, things we've learned from our parents, grandparents, teachers, coaches, other organizations, form what might be called a paradigm or a program. And this is the lens we look through when events happen. Now, as a child, growing up, I knew better than to disrupt the class. But basically, because of the way I was thinking, I would still do it. And then I'd get in trouble, come home, and my dad would stand there and say, "Why'd you do that?" And I'd say, "I don't know." Now, my father thought I was being a smart ass. And he'd say, "What do you mean you don't know?" But I really couldn't explain, why I did it. Because after the last time I got in trouble and got a whooping, I swore to myself, next time I'm gonna sit in class and I'm gonna act right. But when I got in a situation in class, that's totally forgotten. And I'm back to shooting spitballs, pulling people's papers away, just being disruptive. It wasn't until when I got older, I learned that basically my thinking is really what controlled my behavior. Because in our example we talked about earlier, the gentleman or person getting fired from work. If two people get let go from work, one goes home, gets into an argument, police are called, goes to jail. Same company, another person gets let go, he goes home, tells his spouse, and he decides, I'm gonna start a business. Now, the same event happened to both of these people, but they both reacted differently. So it can't be the event that causes us to act one way or another. It has to be that mental program, that paradigm, the lens we look through that is determining the behavior we'll take. So think about maybe some things that you might want to change in your life. And instead of working on changing the behavior, find the thought, the thinking behind that behavior, because that is the true cause. There is a cause and there is an effect. But many times we don't see the true cause. We just see an effect and say, oh, that's the cause. I got fired, or they cut me off in traffic, so I got mad. But another person got cut off in traffic also, but they didn't get mad. So it has to be the way we think about being cut off in traffic. Maybe we think, hey, they think I'm less of a person. Hey, they think my time is not valuable. Hey, they think my life isn't worth anything and just cut me off. Whatever it is, look for that true thought to find the true cause, and then you'll be able to change those behaviors and have a more successful life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and always remember, it's up to you to make your life matter.